Okay. Hello humans of the world, good morning, good day, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching this from, I welcome you. I'm Sadie and this is Sadie's Shifts. Now, chicken roulette. What do I mean by that? Now, I think that best described my cooking style throughout university and since I started going to the gym, because chicken is what I've relied on to help me get my gains. Like, it's all I essentially eat. But it can get very boring, very samey, like you're just chicken and rice or chicken and veg is just sometimes so boring. And chicken roulette helped me spice up because I had no idea what I was putting up the freezer. So the basic components of chicken roulette are: 1, you buy up as much chicken as you can afford. When student loan drops, guys, buy up as much chicken as you can afford. Clear out the shelves, or clear out as much that your freezer space will allow. That's what I should say. Okay, so once you've got all your chicken, you prep, you clean, and then you choose the seasonings that you want. So for those of you who do not season your chicken, hopefully we all do, but for those of you who do not, go down to the world food aisle, you know, pick up the season you like, try something new, try something you usually have, whatever you want to season your chicken with, just bring it home. We're going to throw it in a big bowl. So once you've done that, you're going to take that chicken, put 3 pieces in a bag, which I will show you when I go through it, and you're going to throw it in the freezer. Now the great thing about this, for example, if you're a student paramedic or someone who has long days, is that from the morning you can take your bag out of the freezer, leave it on the side to defrost, and then when you come home, hopefully it'll be defrosted and can be cooked in 30 to 40 minutes, which means you're having a high protein, macro friendly meal, essentially with minimal effort because you've already done all the prep. But it's not, for example, like a normal meal prep where you, for example, cook up a big bulk on, let's say, Sunday and eat it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because by Wednesday it's looking it's a bit stale, you know. You know what I mean. Meal preps is sometimes really difficult because you don't want to be eating the same dry, same food that just has not really got the same freshness from the oven. You want that nice crisp oven taste. And then chicken roulette allows you to do this because you have no idea what flavors you're putting out of the freezer. Now for those of you who say, oh, it look different, no, literally, once it's frozen, they all look the same. You have no idea what you're putting out, so it literally surprises when you start eating it. Now, if you're a student, I urge you, buy whatever chicken you like, whatever chicken is in your affordable budget, but if you can, chicken thighs. I urge you to invest in chicken thighs. They're not that expensive, they're just friendly for your macros, they fuel your gains, and you can change up how you want. So if you want to keep the skin on, you can, but it keeps the fat content higher. But if you want to take the skin off, just rip it off and it brings down the fat a little bit. And the protein too a little bit, but still, you know, we'll make gains. We're making gains, we're making friendly, macro-friendly meals. Everyone's got different goals. Essentially, you get your chicken thighs, clean and prep, put in a bowl, season, bag it up and throw it into the freezer. So that essentially is what chicken roulette is. That's the majority of my cooking, and if I'm honest, I'll bag them up for as long as I can until they start to run out, and I'll just buy another big bulk and season them again and throw them in the freezer. But yeah, the whole prepping process could take up to like 45 minutes, but it's worth it because when you come home, it's nice to have fresh, you know, macro-friendly meals, I think personally, than, you know, the 3-day-old stale ones. But yeah, I'm gonna start off by washing my hands. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, so I've taken a screenshot from the MyFitnessPal app just to show the comparison between chicken thighs with the skin on and chicken thighs with the skin off. Now, ignoring the calories for a second, we're just going to focus on the fats and the protein. Now, for skinned chicken thighs, essentially, you've got 37 grams of fat and 62 grams of protein. Now, that's per 250 grams of chicken. Now, for skinless chicken thighs, you've got 20 grams of fat and 55 grams of protein. So the fat difference is quite significant, but the protein difference isn't really that great. So depending on your macros for the day, you can take the skin off or keep the skin on, depending on what you want to have for your meal, essentially. Hello. So I'm gonna have to squat, like, just so I can talk to you guys quickly, essentially, because the way that I've angled it, or, you know, got my angles in my kitchen, you know, you see like my torso and my hands, but I think that's the best part. You don't really see my face and my rambles because I want to show you how I'm ripping the skin off the chicken on some of them, keeping the skin on others. Also want to show you how I clean my chicken. Obviously, you don't have to clean your chicken like this at all. You can do whatever you want, but it's just an idea. If you'd like to try something different, this is what I do, and you're more than welcome to try. But let's get into it. Oh, chicken carton. We're gonna do this process and repeat the same thing. So you're gonna peel there, peel it over the back of your fingers and rip. So chicken in there, and you just repeat. Now obviously you don't have to take the skin off all of them if you want to keep the skin on, but for me, I eat quite a lot of chicken, and it's something that I, you know, fats can build up in it quite quickly. So to try and keep my fats a little bit lower and, you know, get my fats from other sources, I try, you know, de-skin as much of the chicken I can. I've got 5 boxes here, so I probably will take off the skin of about, let's say, three boxes worth. You just repeat the process. Be careful with your knife, obviously, but want to do gently like that, and again like that, just so the seasoning can penetrate. To the cleaning process, so make sure that your cold water is running. Mine's a bit hot at the moment, so I'll give that a second. Now, what I clean with is my water, my lemon. I begin by getting the lemon juice already and rubbing the lemon over the chicken, just like so. Just lightly, just to give it a clean, and chuck it into the bowl. So that I know that from this bowl it's unclean, well, it's unlemoned, let's say, and now in the bowl's been lemoned. So we just take each piece of chicken, run the lemon over it until the lemon juice or all the lemon flesh is gone. Obviously, naturally, you do not have to do this. You don't have to use lemon to wash it. You don't even have to wash your chicken. Most black Caribbean, I think most black culture and Asian culture people, most people from the Asian or black culture will wash and clean their chicken, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can prepare your chicken however you want. You can go straight to the seasoning stage, but this is how I do it. Now what you want to do now is have your water running just over the bowl and a gentle stream so that it's splash at you. And you just want to wash that lemon. You want to wash all that lemon off of the chicken. Now, because we use lemon on the chicken, you know, it's sitting there soaking as well. I might have to wash it 2 or 3 times. If the store or supermarket has to do it for you, essentially, they're going to charge you for it. If they have to remove the bone and take the skin off, they'll charge you for that process. So that's why it'll be a bit more expensive. So if you're trying to save like me, be as scrimpy as you can, you know, student Gainz, try and save that even if it's 20p, it goes towards something else. I suggest you buy the ones with skin on, buy the ones with the bone in, and remove the bone safely yourself so that you know you can save a little bit. But essentially, do you like the bone? I'll show you how to remove the bones now. Locate where the bone is eventually first. Now what you want to do maybe is just cut away a little bit of the flesh so you can identify where the bone is. Now once you've identified where the bone is, come at an angle just underneath the bone, being careful to avoid your fingers. Now once you've done that, what you essentially want to do is pick up the chicken or pick up the bone, and you can just scrape away the chicken flesh away from the bone, like that. And when you get to the end, you can just use your knife to cut around the big knobbly bit at the end and chuck away. And you do the same with the last one. Now this one's a bit more fleshy, so I know where the end of the bone is. As you can see here, the end of the bone is just here. So I'm going to cut along the middle, just expose some of that flesh. So I can feel the bone here now. So now that I know where the bone is, I'm going to turn it around and come at an angle just underneath the bone, minding my fingers. Okay, so now that I've come underneath, I can now come out of the back of the bone and slowly tease the meat away from the bone, just cutting the knobbly bit at the end. Hello, so for number 1, what I've done essentially is I split my chicken between 4 bowls, and I'm really going to go with how I feel. So whatever seasoning I feel is going to go in there, I'm really going to throw it in there, and then I'm going to mix it up and see how the chicken's looking, and then I'll add more if I feel like I need more. chili powder. If you know how to jerk chicken and make jerk seasoning from scratch, by all means do that, but I'm a student that is long, so I ain't about to do all that. So jerk seasoning, some chili powder, I think. Oh, I'm gonna get some chili flakes. Spice this one up. Chili flakes, boom! Alright, so let's get it cracking. Some chili flakes. I like my food hot. If you don't want to put chilies in there, you don't have to. Like I said, it's whatever seasoning you want. Do now is grab your sandwich bags. You can actually grab ones that you can put in the freezer, but me personally, you know, these were the cheapest ones. I don't think they're freezer proof, but I've never had a problem with them. I've used them for 3 years. So grab your freezer bags and we're gonna grab our chicken. Now if you don't want to essentially touch the chicken now because we'll season it, don't know why you wouldn't have been touching up the whole process, but if you don't want to, put your hand in the bag and you can grab the chicken like this. Now I've already calculated in my head, about 3 to 4 pieces of chicken equates to about 250 to 300 grams. So bear in mind when you cook the chicken, it dries out. So all that water weight gets sucked out. That's why the scale that you have here isn't really effective. It's what you're eating is the dry chicken when all the water weight has gone. So essentially you can weigh them so you know how much you're putting into each bag, but the best way to know how much protein you're putting into your body is to weigh them when they're dry. So. Hello again. So I've got about 12 bags of chicken from my 5 boxes, all seasoned. I can't even remember which one's which now. They're kind of the same to me now. But like I said, some of them are bigger than others, some of them are smaller than others, but that's the game you play when you play chicken roulette. But essentially, that's it. Now the last stage of this prep is to put them in the freezer. Last bags into the freezer. Chicken roulette. So all my bags are in there, all seasoned. I have no idea which bag is which, and when I'm ready to actually use the chicken or grab out the freezer, throw it on the side in a bowl, leave it to defrost, or if I've forgotten, which is a lot, which if I've forgotten, I'll just throw it in the oven when I get from work, wait 2 hours and it's ready for my meal prep. Macro friendly, fuels the Gainz, and it's cheap. Okay guys, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.